Hello everyone. Today I will be demonstrating to you how to use Microsoft Word tools for your MLA style formatting. Let's begin. Okay, have this Word document here with some sample text in it to get us started. Okay, the first thing you want to do to format your paper in MLA style is you want to type your first and middle initial and your last name on the upper left. So I'm going to go ahead and put some sample information here for us. So let's say B, student, last name. Okay, so of course you would replace your first initial and possibly middle initial and your last name there. Okay, you're going to press enter. Now, I already have my document in Times New Roman and 12-point font. You want to make sure that that is the case for you as well. Also, make sure that you are on double spacing for everything. Okay, the next line is going to be your professor's name. So you're going to say professor, and then you can put their first and last name. And these are just placeholders, obviously. All right, the next line of text will be your course number. So BCIS1110. And then the next little piece is going to be the date. Now there's a kind of a weird way that they want the date for MLA formatting. You want to put in the day first, then a space, then type the whole month out. So December, and then a space, and then you can put in the year. And that is the correct formatting for your date. Okay, so the next line of text would be your title. So in this case, I would say Sewanee Scholarships. All right, now this line, the title should be centered. So after I type my title, I'm going to center it here. Now you want the rest of your paper to have a first line indent of 0.5, and there's a couple of ways to accomplish this. One is you can just manually tab at the beginning of every paragraph. That works fine. You can also set a first line paragraph indentation for the whole paper, which will automatically do it as well. So I'm just going to show you that option. So here in the paragraph group on the Home tab, you're going to click on the lower right corner. And here you will see this is the indents and spacing options. So I'm going to select the special options under indentation here. I'm going to select first line, and the default is 0.5, which is perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then now whenever I start a new paragraph, it will automatically set the indentation to 0.5. Okay, so there's a couple of really more very useful tools here. And the first one will be your automatic page numbering tool. So instead of manually typing in a page number, you can use the automatic tool in the header. So I'm going to double click up into the header section of the paper. Now that I have my header open, I can select page number from my header and footer menu here. So here's my page number options. I'm going to click that. I'm going to select top of page, and I want my page number to be on the upper right corner. So I'm going to select plain number 3. Okay, and then from here I'm going to add a space and then type in my last name. Student last name, and then a space. Okay, so you should put your last name in here. And if you use this tool, Word will automatically number all of the pages for you. Okay, so we've put in our number, page number, and we've put in a space with our last name. So we're done with that. I'm going to close the header by double clicking away from the header now. Okay, so now the most useful tool here is our source manager. And you probably have not seen this before, but the source manager is specific to using citations, works cited, bibliographies, and things like that. And you can find that here in the References tab. So let's go to the References tab. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Citations and Bibliography group and select Manage Sources. And here is where you can enter your website and your academic journal. So I already have one as an example. So I'm just going to select edit for this one. For you, when you add your new sources, you're going to click the new button. So let me just show you the one that I've already entered. Once you're in this edit source text box, or if you click the new source text box, or button I should say, you will see this text box below, and you will select the type of source at the top. So here you can see you can select a variety of different sources. So anything you need, most likely you will be using books, journal articles, maybe articles and periodicals. You can even put in websites such as this one. So if I select website, I can fill in the boxes with the information from the website. So if the website was created by a person who is named, you can select author and type that in there. But mine was a corporate author, so it was just a corporation website. So I checked the box here and I put in the name of the corporation, Sewanee Scholarship Fund. And then I would put in the name of the web page, so upcoming events page, Sewanee Scholarship Fund. So as you know, a website has multiple pages, so whatever page you're on, that is going to be included as part of the web page name. And then you're going to enter, if there is a publication date, maybe you accessed an article on a website and it has a specific date, you can put that up here. Otherwise, you can put in here the date and the month and the year that you accessed the website, which is below. So I accessed it today, which is 2019. December, and then the 13th. And then for Medium, I want to put in the URL for the website. So you don't have to enter the beginning part, the HTTPS part, but you do want to enter the www and anything that follows into this area here for Medium. Okay, so once you're done entering the website information, you can click OK. Now I'm going to show you how you can enter another source here. So let's practice. I'm going to click the New button. And this time I'm going to select a journal article. Okay, so I'm going to type in the author with the last name first, Baker Mary. Now if I have multiple authors, you can just put the alphabetically listed first author. So Baker would be B, and if anything was starting with the letter C or letter D for the other authors, I would list them after. And you can do this by typing et al. Okay, so actually put in a comma after that name. Et al. So et al means and all. So Mary Baker and all the rest of the authors. And then I'm going to put in my title. So the title of my article is Helping Students Succeed. The journal name is Academics Monthly. The year of the publication is 2015. The pages are 304 through 314. Okay. So I'm done adding my new source, and it's just that easy. Once you add this, the reason you want to use this source manager tool is because Word will automatically generate citations as well as a works cited page for you. So let me show you that next. As you know, you need to cite your sources when you're writing an academic paper. This means anytime you are taking information from a source and it's really close, maybe you reworded something your own way. You sort of took some information, reorganized it a little bit, but it's relatively similar to what you took from the material. You want to cite the source in that case. So let's say this sentence here in early 1940s, its focus became purely literary. This sentence here, I want to place my insertion point after the last word and before the punctuation. Okay, and I'm going to cite my source. Let's say this one is very similar to the text that I read, and so I want to give them credit for that. And you want to avoid plagiarism by citing your sources all the time. Okay. So, and it's fine to paraphrase. There's nothing wrong with paraphrasing and rewriting something in your own words. Just give credit where credit is due, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my insertion point after the sentence, but before the punctuation there. And here is where the magic happens, okay? So we've entered our sources in the Source Manager. Now I'm going to go back to the References tab again. This time I'm going to select Insert Citation. And look what we have here. These are the sources that we just entered, right? So let's say I got this one from the article, okay? I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it enters the citation for me. Okay, so I can go through and I can enter citations as needed. Now, if you ever use a direct quote, don't forget you need to include the page numbers in the citation, okay? So if I use a direct quote, I'm going to select the citation, and I want to edit this citation to include the page number. So let's say I directly quoted something from page 305. I would enter that there, and I could edit it easily. Okay, so now let's say we've written up our one-page paper. We're ready to put in our Works Cited page. At the bottom of your paper, you want to start by putting in a page break. And what the page break does is it separates the pages and starts new on the next page. So I'm going to select from the Insert tab. Make sure your insertion point is where you want the page break. Be careful about that. And then I'm going to select page break here. Okay, so now I inserted a page break and it put me down here at the next page. This is where I want to enter my Works Cited page. So all I have to do is go to my References tab again. Once again, this is where the magic happens. Since I already used my Source Manager, I can go here to the Bibliography drop-down menu. First of all, make sure your style is set to MLA. And then use your Bibliography drop-down menu to select Works Cited. Okay, look at that. It put in my Works Cited page for me. Now there are some things I need to modify here. According to MLA Formatting, this title should be in black, Times New Roman, and it should be centered. So I'm going to edit that now. So it looks nice, but this is not the proper formatting. So I want to begin by changing it to Times New Roman. I want to make sure it's in black ink. Make sure it is 12 points. And then I want to center it. So I'm going to go to the Home tab and center. And there you go. Those are some really helpful tools that you can use in Microsoft Word to format your MLA style paper. Can't wait to read all of your wonderful papers. Have a nice day.